Great probe. Look at how much they got.
Yeah, that's great.
But nothing directly involved. It's for stuff they did in their past.
Yeah, I was a cop in New York City. That's terrific. There were probably 20 people indicted, 1,000 people brought into Rikers Island last night. It still has nothing to do with Russian collusion. None of that. Brian, that's terrific. Great. Good. I'm good. Manafort, they pled guilty. Fine. Those crimes had nothing to do with the crime that was allegedly being investigated. Nothing. Zero. Not one scintilla of evidence collusion happened.
New York Times is reporting that the DOJ officials talked to Trump's lawyers about this report. This was the headline. White House and Justice Department officials discussed Mueller report before the release. We had Andrew McCarthy on earlier. He said he read the Constitution, that the White House is entitled to this, to know what's in the report, especially when there's no crime, when there's no collusion. And that he reminded us that the president is over the executive branch and he's over the DOJ. But on another network, Chuck Todd was saying that the attorney general, he said that this is shameless, it's hubris, and he says this is actually collusion. Watch.
The only collusion here is colluding on
this is collusion.
By the way, in case you're wondering, what does collusion look like? It looks like the Attorney General briefing, the Attorney General's lawyers briefing the president before Congress or the public.
The investigation is done. It's finished. Shouldn't the president know what's in this report now?
You know, we have to be FCC compliant here, so I'm trying to control my New York. These aren't serious people anymore. I mean, can we just be Chuck Todd, Rachel Maddow? They're not serious people. Ainsley, they missed the two biggest stories of our generation. They missed the fact that collusion was a hoax and spying was real. They got the story backwards. They thought collusion was real and spying was a hoax. They missed the two biggest stories of our generation. We're supposed to take Chuck Todd seriously. And one other point on this. This is collusion. I mean, does he realize people saw that? That was on the air. That wasn't like a Blog Talk Radio. He did that on a major network and said that. How is that? The president invoked no executive privilege whatsoever. The Barr summary written in conjunction with Mueller indicated there was no effort whatsoever to obstruct the probe, right? And Mueller was never fired despite the hysterical rantings of people like Chuck Todd and others that he was going to fire Mueller and that the walls were closing in. And you're still insisting there was an effort to obstruct this? I mean, are they concerned about what their grandkids are going to think about their reputations?
Let me play this out today. You know, this is how it's going to play out today. Look at all the times they